Hello fellow unicorns, welcome to another video, and before we start with today's video, make sure to subscribe and click the little bell button so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. And today we have a challenge video, and that is the 30-minute, 3-minute and 30-second challenge. I saw a lot of YouTubers I follow doing this challenge and I just wanted to play too, I guess. Recently I'm getting really playful and giddy and want to try out new stuff on my channel, so if you have a suggestion or a challenge for me, please leave it down below in the comments and just tell me whatever the crazy idea falls on your head, because I really want to try a lot of stuff. Like, I want to play around with all of the art equipment in a weird way, just like everybody else does. I just want to make fun of it and just create some fun stuff I didn't even plan for, because when you're a seasoned artist you always have to plan your art, you always have to think ahead, and I want something that will literally surprise me and make me surprise myself. And this is definitely one of those challenges, because this challenge gives you like literally a fake sense of comfort where you have 30 minutes to draw anything you like. And then you have the challenge to draw the same thing in only 3 minutes after that, and in only 30 seconds after that. So that's really messed up, because these first 30 minutes I got to draw my original concept for this cat girl in my very own Victorian style. This is just the first thing that popped out in my mind. I wanted something that's like a bust or a face. I didn't want to go into like full body or background details, and I realized that I can go nuts with this because I kept doing a lot of details and shading and everything, and I still had plenty of time, so that was a relief. And I just kept like doodling more and more details on her, and at one point I even got bored because I finished all of my coloring and drawing and everything, and I had like 2 minutes like 2 minutes more, and I just was like, okay, 28 minutes is like enough for me, because I draw stuff like this all the time, and I guess I'm a bit more faster than somebody who is just beginning drawing. I'm sorry for that. It's just when you're as old as me, you kind of like pick up the pace and just start drawing faster, I guess. In any case, I didn't have any plans for this art piece. I just wanted it to be full of details for the first try, but not that much of a challenge when I try to draw it again in 3 minutes or 30 seconds. So I didn't plan for her colors. I literally did a random Copic challenge with myself for this video, because I have a box full of Copics, and I just literally grabbed a bunch of Copics in my hand and literally started drawing with any Copic that wasn't empty. There was a couple of Copics I really need to refill, but the refills themselves are a bit expensive and I don't really need them that much, that I used. But then when I realized they were literally starting to dry out, I just threw them away on the side, I guess. In any case, my phone kept like turning off its screen, but I realized it was still ticking off the time, so I didn't really bother with it that much after figuring out that it will still tell me when the 30 minutes mark is up. In any case, I literally started pulling out random Copics, coloring the parts of her hair and her ears, mishmashing everything, blending colors and stuff like that. And I got really excited to try out some color combinations. I didn't plan this, which was very fun for me. All of the colors I have are kind of muted, so they went together perfectly. I could blend them together, I could fit them together, I could overlay them in a lot of layers. And speaking of layers, I was a little bit scared regarding my paper, because the paper I was working on is one of those like simplest, most basic printing papers. I was hoping for it not to go all wobbly or deformed. Luckily it didn't. It managed to have a lot of different layers of Copics on top of it without getting really messed up. My camera stopped recording around the 20th minute. That's why you have this abrupt cut to it, but still I had like a lot more time to just deal with this and do a lot more work. So I literally got bored around the 28th minute, and I was like, oh, I still have 2 minutes, and I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna start the new piece with like the shorter time limit. And then that's when the panic hit. I couldn't really manage doing all of these details in such a short amount of time. I even got, like, in my first try, I could even do the texture on the dress and all of the tiny details, shading the little medallions and stuff, and then I just started wasting my time trying to find my golden Copic, which was lost somewhere. So I just used some copper shade, and yeah, 30 minutes is giving you this really big amount of time. You can do a lot during, but yeah, when you start doing the shorter versions, you really can get uncomfortable. You can get really panicked because there's no way you can actually finish all of this in that time. So in any case, my OCD brain just decided to shut off, and instead of like doing any form of sketching or anything like that for the 3-minute mark, I just used my favorite inking pencil or inking tool. I have it linked down below if you guys are interested, and started doing inking on the spot. No planning at all. So I just needed to have this general shape of her hair, general proportions and stuff like that figured out in only 3 minutes, and then leave at least a minute or something like that to color her in as much as I could. The funny thing is that this second version is my favorite because it looks more dynamic, it looks more sketchy. Even though the areas are patchy, there's no details or anything like that, I kind of like this one the most. And I just really like how she is blushing and how minimalistic she looks. So I really enjoyed doing this one, and I like how it turned out in the end. And as for the third one, that's where my brain went to complete panic city and just decided, you know what, I'm just not gonna draw the eyes, I'm just not gonna draw the details, I'm just gonna draw the basic shape, like something like a chibi or something like a thumbnail or something like that. And I tried at least to have 10 seconds for coloring, which turned out to be just like blushing, some general eye color, and some bangs. And I wasted a lot of time trying to refresh my screen, which was dumb, but oh well. It was a fun little challenge. I really enjoyed it. I really hope you guys like the results, and if you have any suggestions for more challenges, please let me know down in the comment section, and see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you would like to learn how to draw manga, please check out my book Manga Crash Course, available in 4 different languages, as well as my latest book Manga Crash Course Fantasy.